Hello, friends. This is Dave Hurwitz, executive editor at ClassicsToday.com, here with the 5 greatest Prokofiev recordings. Oh, these are so much fun. I have to say, I have done a mixture of media because I've said, when a composer wrote lots of different things, you have to mix it up. But I have deliberately left off solo piano works because I know that there are a whole pile of you out there who really know your Prokofiev solo piano works. And I would like to leave that area of his output to you. It doesn't have to be just solo piano works. You have to mix it up. But I've decided to, for a moment at least, not get into that particular area of Prokofiev's output and see what you folks come up with, because I know it's going to be marvelous, and maybe I'll learn some stuff too. I always do when you guys post these things. So my stuff is either choral or orchestral or a concerto. There's a lot of great Prokofiev. There really is. And this was hard. This was hard. This was a painful one because there are dozens of recordings I could have chosen. It's really, really, really difficult. But here we go. We have to swallow the poison pill and do the right thing. First, Alexander Nevsky, Claudio Abbado on Deutsche Grammophon. This was one of Abbado's greatest things. And he was a good Prokofiev conductor, and he never did the 5th or 6th symphonies. I just don't understand why. He would have been marvelous in that music, I think, especially with the LSO. I mean, if he'd done the 5th at the same time he did Nevsky, wow, that would have been spectacular. This is a stunning performance of, the cantata, which began as film music and is incredibly gripping and fun to listen to and fun to sing. I actually played percussion in Alexander Nevsky and was in the chorus, not intentionally. I just sang along while I was playing. Oh, God, that was fun. Especially the battle on the ice. I'm out there screaming, Peregrinus expectavi pedes meus in cymbalis, while at the same time I'm going pang with the tam-tam and crash. Oh, my God. It was more fun than anyone has any right to have. And this performance conveys that. It really does. It's just a whopper of a performance. Next, a disc that Eugene Ormandy did with the Philadelphia Orchestra. That's just one of the greatest Prokofiev records ever. The Classical Symphony, Lieutenant Kijé, and the Love for Three Oranges Suites. It's amazing. I don't know what else to say. Those works have never been better performed or played or even recorded. The sonics are fabulous. And everybody does the Classical Symphony, but this performance is so distinctive. It has so much character. It's so beautifully played. Lieutenant Kijé it glitters. It absolutely glitters. The troika. Da, 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 bum, bum, bum. It's just amazing. The Love for Three Oranges has that bright, brittle, harsh sort of, edge that Prokofiev's music for that opera had. I mean, it's just an incredible, incredible record that everybody should have. It was hard to get. It's in the big Ormandy boxes, of course, now. But, as usual with Sony, they stuck it on Odyssey, and it was out for 10 minutes for like $2 on CD, and that was its only outing on CD. I mean, it should have been remastered and given it the deluxe treatment. It still should. It's that great. Then we've got Symphony No. 5, Karajan on DG. This was the performance that blew my mind because it's so un-Prokofievian. Prokofiev is tubas and bass drums, right? It's this heavy, interesting kind of low sonority and whatnot. And this is all bright and lightweight, but with string playing that is so powerful that it alone, would have blown away the bass drum anyway. And the tam-tams, oh my God, in the first movement and the slow movement. Karajan was famous for not having percussion. He hated it. You just don't hear it most of the time. But here, holy crap. I mean, it's just pow. It's just incredible. Really an amazing performance. Karajan gives it the treatment, and it works. It really works. He makes that piece his own. He has his own ideas about sonority, and they aren't necessarily Prokofiev's, but it's a very faithful performance to the emotional intensity of the work. He just gets there in ways that no one else does, and that makes it a great recording. And it really reveals just what a terrific musician Karajan was when he was on. He was just incomparable. Then we've got the Sixth Symphony, because it's Prokofiev's greatest symphony, but it doesn't get much play, and it's a hard piece to listen to. It's in 3 movements. The middle movement is very strange. It's this strange andante thing. There's a lot of dissonance in it. It's bleak. The finale is supposed to be happy, but it's one of those socialist realist finales that you're not quite sure whether it's happy or not. And the ending is snatching, victory from the jaws of defeat at the very last second. And whether you believe it or not, I don't know. But Järvi and the Scottish National Orchestra and Chandos made this record and put the piece back on the map. It's that simple. It is a performance of such spontaneity and intensity and power, and it's stunningly recorded, and it's played like it's a life or death situation. It's just phenomenal. And last but not least, certainly not least, Piano Concerto number 5. Now, my favorite piano concerto Prokofiev is the second, and of course, all the great recordings out there are of the third, right? With everybody does Prokofiev's third piano concerto, including Prokofiev. But I chose the 5th with Richter on Deutsche Grammophon because no one gives this concerto any love, and it's a good piece of music. It doesn't have the tunes that Prokofiev is most famous for, but it has tunes, and it has good tunes. It really does. And, Richter didn't make many studio recordings, and this is one of those performances where he's 110% behind the music, and he's given a good, solid recording with fine accompaniment. And it's really an important and impressive recording of the Prokofiev discography. Does anybody want to hear the 5th Concerto? You should, especially in a performance this great. It's just absolutely fantastic. It's a scorcher of a performance. And I do enjoy the work. It grows on you the more you hear it. It really does. Trust me. And there you have it, my friends, the 5 greatest Prokofiev recordings. Let me have your list. Let's do it. And keep on listening, friends. Thanks for joining me. Take care.